All right, so another news coming out, Tommy, is your boy Mike Jerrell, man, traded to the Falcons for a conditional seven. Uh, what do you
I
think
think.
about that?
Well, my first thought is I think the Falcons watched our cut up of Mike Jerrell against the Falcons last
Yeah,
year,
yeah,
so that's my
yeah,
first now. But no, I mean, truly, it is as funny as like this player played well against us.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
he had, and like he's a young guy, we can get him for cheap. Let's do it. I mean, they all watched the film. They're like, who is this? Like they knew who Mike Jarrell was before we played them and after we played
Mm,
them. And then they
yeah,
had film of Mike Jarrell playing against their guys and playing, I think, respectably.
yeah,
Um, so yeah. I mean, the Seahawks weren't gonna. Obviously, that what that tells us is the Seahawks were going to cut Mike Jarrell and end up just getting a pick out of him because Atlanta didn't want to have to wait on the waivers for him and
yeah,
have him sign somewhere else. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, good for Mike. Found another spot. Found a team that sees something in him as well. And good luck to him in Atlanta.
yeah, yeah.
It's always a good
Man,
story when you get a small school guy like that. They're fun to root for and defying the odds and stuff like that. So yeah, I wish him the best in Atlanta.
yeah, yeah. But man, why do you think a lot of teams do that though? Like, because I think like part not fully, but part of bringing Sam Darnold to Seattle was maybe like the Seahawks saying like, okay, we can't get Geno anymore, but and this guy played good against us. So we're gonna give him a shot. Like not fully, but you know what I'm saying. Like maybe like part of it was that idea. So why do teams like make that move
So like I
usually?
talked about last week, pro scouts in the NFL. So you have college scouts and you have pro scouts.
Mm,
Pro scouts are not watching college kids; they're watching pro players, and whether that's for free agency, whether that's for roster cuts at the end of the
mm,
preseason. So they're evaluating potential cut guys and they're ranking them and presenting them to the GM and hey, this guy could be a fit. This guy could be a fit. It looks like he could be cut. Um, and so with the Mike Jarrell thing, I think Atlanta identified him as a player that they liked for multiple reasons. I think obviously he played well against Atlanta last year. They got to see him firsthand starting. He was serviceable, and they knew that he was going to hit waivers. And I don't think Atlanta believed that they were in a position to get him on waivers. He might have been a desired guy for some teams. I mean, offensive linemen are a scarce, like really good offensive linemen are scarcity, and offensive lineman depth is a scarcity. So I don't think Atlanta believed that Mike Jarrell would have fallen to them on waivers. So they said, you know what? Let's go grab a seventh round pick and just go get our guy. We
yeah.
want him. We value him as a seventh round guy, which makes sense because
Mm.
he was drafted in the seventh round. And yeah, I think the Seahawks and Falcons have just agreed. Falcons got their guy. Seahawks were able to get something out of that, and that's that.
Yeah, and it kind of shows like maybe the offensive line room is kind of deep too. And they found some guys that they like, hey, they can develop for the future in case like Abe Lucas goes down or somebody else goes down.
Definitely. And I mean, I look at Josh Jones, the
Yeah,
tackle we signed in Baltimore. He's a swing guy. He can play both sides. And they obviously took some free agency money and went and signed him this year. And I think ultimately he beat out Mike Jarrell for that last tackle spot.
mm.
And
How old is he?
you know, Josh Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess 27, 28,
Yeah.
maybe.
Not bad, not
Um,
bad. Yeah.
no. I mean, like I said, swing depth guy. Obviously, he started at left tackle this preseason with the ones during Charles Cross's injury. So yeah, I think and I don't think he played. Obviously, starting as Chase ran the ball really well. Obviously, he showed some things, and I think ultimately he just won that spot out.